Today I wanted to talk to you about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, which I'm not a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The synopsis of the story is a bunch of friends go to this cabin that they inherited. A brother and a sister. The brother is in a wheelchair, and they go to rural Texas where it's so hot that you can fry an egg on the ground and you can see it's hot. People are having these stains on their shirts and under their arms, their bodies sweating all the way. It's a very dirty and grimy, gray looking movie. It's a movie, if you watch it, you have to take a shower. But, okay, so they get at the house, but not far from that house is another house, the Sawyer's house. And, of course, Leatherface is there. And you all know Leatherface. It's a classic character. It's the one who uses a skin-made mask and uses several objects to kill people. The first kill is done with a hammer, and that kill is probably the one that I thought was probably one of the most gnarly ones. He's twitching like that because he has his head is crushed in. Like if you kill a fish and hit it on the head, the nerves are still twitching like that. So the guy is still twitching. The second blow kills him. You see the blood. You don't see a lot of blood. You don't see a lot of explicit violence. I think that's what Toby Hooper wanted. I think he wanted the subjective mind that we made the image in our minds, but he, like twitching, it's creepy. Also the fact that he, after that, takes the girl that was with him, hangs him on a hook, hangs her on the hook, and at the meantime he's sawing the guy who got bludgeoned to death. That's a creepy scene. I mean, you imagine that. That's just creepy. She's not dead. I mean, she sees the entire thing. So, I mean, that's really, really, really creepy scene. And of course, the rest start to go to the house and think they're there, and they get killed by Leatherface. And at the end, you're left with the sister, Sally is her name, I guess. And of course, the brother, I think his name's Lincoln, I'm not sure. She has trouble just pushing him forward. He has no way of survival if Leatherface pops out. And he does eventually pops out of nowhere. What happens is he just chainsaw Lincoln. I'm gonna call him Lincoln, the wheelchair guy. He chainsaw him to bits. You don't see it really. You see his arms going like this, which is creepy. They're squirting. In the remake, they showed guys standing behind him and squirting blood. You see blood squirting, but you don't see body parts being ripped apart and shit like that. It's a good movie, but I like this one, and I like the remake one with Sheriff Holt, R. Lee Ermey. I like that one too. All the other ones, they say the second one, I saw the second one for a piece. I saw it until the guy in the car, the douchebags in the car that are shooting signs with a revolver. The guy gets his head sawn off, and it's this practical effect, which you see more gore in that movie. But that movie, it made the movie more cheesier. They went with a complete other direction, in my opinion, than the first one, than in the second one. Second one's more cheesy, 80s, and the first one is more gritty and creepy and atmospheric and tense tension fueled, and that's what I liked in the first one. So the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, um, the cast is good. It's good enough. Uh, the Sawyer family, so Leatherface and his, I think his brother and his, I think his uncle or something. I'm not sure. They're really good, especially at the last act when they're full on crazy on the table and they're trying to terrorize Shelley mentally and physically, and it's great, and it's almost like somebody that took shrooms. It's almost hallucinative. It's great. It's a great scene, a horrible scene. I mean, horrible in the sense of that it's horrible for her, and eventually she gets out. I mean, spoiler alert, she gets out, and the way she's running, and the guy is following her, and he has this barber's knife, and he's slashing on her back, and eventually the guy gets run over, and then of course we got Leatherface running and swinging with the chainsaw, and it's just such a gritty, grimy movie that it's good, but I think it's a slasher movie, but it's not for all slasher fans. I think it's not gonna be for all slasher fans because it's so grimy, so gritty. You've got multiple killers, the Sawyer family, and I'm not sure, but I like, if I have to say, I'm not a big fan of the Chainsaw Massacre franchise, but if I have to say, the first one and the first remake is the best one, but I saw the remake more than this one, but this one still is the most gritty and grimy and atmospheric one of them all. And but for some reason I don't like going back to that movie because it's so horrible. I mean, it's a horrible in the sense that it's a horrible situation. It's hot out there. The killings are fucked up. It's I'm not sure. It's Toby Hooper succeeded by making it look dirty, grimy, look disturbing. He succeeded of making that movie. He really does. He really do. And the remake did a great job by including Sheriff Holt. How he's handling that kid with the glasses, it's just fucked up. I mean, I recommend seeing these movies. The only, let's say, minus point is that the chase scene between at the end with Sally and Leatherface takes on for minutes and minutes and minutes, and it's like it never ends. She's always running in circles, and he's running in circles. It never ends, and it takes a fucking long time. And the second part is it's not gonna be for everybody. It's not gonna be for everybody. It's a really early slasher movie. It's a 70s movie. Some people are not even calling it a slasher movie, but just a cannibal movie. But Leatherface, in my opinion, is a slasher icon. So that's my opinion. But you should give it a look. And if you, I'm not saying the second one is a bad movie, but the second one is a completely different shift in tone. But apparently, it has a big cult following. Maybe I'll watch it and I'll be surprised by it. But for now, I'm recommending this one and maybe even the remake. Not reviewing that one, but the remake. Jessica Alba is really great too. So see you later. Ciao.